Sail Cape Cod is a nonprofit community sailing program, and we started programming in 2013. Our main mission is to get more people access to the water through sailing and other water sports, as well as be able to give educational opportunities in maritime education.
You can't be more than a few miles anywhere you are on Cape Cod from the water, and to realize that so many people are unable to access that, whether it's because of a disability or financial situation.
We saw on Cape Cod that there was a definite need, and we're trying to help serve the underserved with what we do. We've created outreach programs working with different disabilities organizations here. We partner with them here on the Cape, and we also work with at-risk youth. Kids that we can get out on the water and maybe show them a little different side of life. And boating teaches you camaraderie, team spirit, and just the freeing aspect of being out on the water. Maybe their everyday life may not be quite as enjoyable or as pleasant as we can make it for them being out on the water, and it's also a good recreational opportunity for them.
2015 was the biggest year yet for Sail Cape Cod. We did get an adaptive boat out on the water, and I was lucky enough to get on board and sail her.
She grew up as a sailor in her family, and when she had her accident, it restricted her ability to get out on the water. We now have an adaptive sailboat that's been retrofitted to accommodate physically disabled individuals, and we also own a Hoyer lift that we've installed at the town dock to allow us to board passengers who need assistance in getting on board those boats. We created a name for the program called Sea Legs. Thought it was a good moniker for it. This program is the first of its kind on Cape Cod. When we were doing our fundraising efforts to acquire an adaptive sailboat, one of the groups that came forward to help us was the Linda Paul Russo Foundation.
We are just so proud to support Sail Cape Cod. And personally, I'd love to thank Mike Travato, Deb Blanchette, Charlie McLaughlin, and all the staff and volunteers for their tireless effort in making this program a tremendous success.
After hearing me speak about sailing and what it does mean to those with different abilities and challenges, they funded the Lila, and it was only because of them that we were able to get a boat out on the water so quickly. There's no thank you that's big enough.
They heard our story and liked what we were doing, and they were generous enough to make give us a grant to purchase the new adaptive sailboat, and we've named her Lila after Mrs. LaRusso.
Laurel, you have inspired all of us and taught all of us. When you have a disability, it doesn't mean you lose to that disability. You beat that disability by how you live, why you live, and in the manner in which you live. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that you do for Sail Cape Cod.
In 2016, now that we do have the adaptive boat and we do have a small fleet of day sailors, we want to expand our staffing. We're going to a full-time program director, and we want to increase our instructional staff, get them better trained, working with the disabilities specifically, so that we can expand that Sea Legs program in particular.
Having adaptive sailing here available on Cape Cod is just going to open up a lot of doors for a lot of people. Whether you're learning to sail or getting out for a sail and just going out for a boat ride. It's going to be an amazing experience, and Sail Cape Cod and Sea Legs is going to be able to change some lives.
I also work at US Sailing too, and it's great to see a community come together like this to provide such a strong support around adaptive sailing. It's hard to get access to boats, and it's especially hard to get compassionate people. So a huge thank you to everyone here to make this possible.
One ship sails east and another west, with the same winds that blow. 'Tis the set of the sails and not the gales that decides the way we go. Like the winds of the sea are the ways of fate as they voyage along through life. 'Tis the will of the soul that decides its goals, and not the calm or strife. We're all capable, every one of us, of far, far more than we realize.